Hello and welcome to the quest for the Reaper Cup!
I'm your host, Matt Stryker, and this is Vampiro. um, Welcome everybody. This is the Custom Underground. I am Lane Thompson, also known as the Mad Reaper, and this is Patrick J. Arnold. He's my co-host. I'm sick. Obviously, I sound like shit, so I apologize in advance. Patrick's gonna be taking the reins on this one. He's got a much more talkative voice than I do. um, so where do we want to start out at?
Well, we have the brackets that we are now breaking down for the pro and amateur. I believe we're going to change it up a little bit.
Yeah, unfortunately, not necessarily our A plan, but I think we're gonna be changing it up to lead it like a 8 versus 8. You know, two different sides of the brackets. One side with the amateurs, one side with the pros. So hopefully that would lead in for a mixed match, ultimate face off, the champions of each division facing each other, which I know has been commented on. I think one of our Instagram or someone commented somewhere, asking if the champions would be facing each other, and you're hearing it first here. They will be.
For $150 from Ringside Collectibles. Imagine all the figures.
Imagine the possibilities. No, yeah. So I mean, we're really excited about that. I guess. Do we want to talk about why we started this tournament?
Absolutely.
I
Because
th-
we were bored. No, just kidding.
well, I mean, I do think that there's an existent. Yeah, I can't talk today. There's a need for a custom tournament, I think, but there's also a need for a podcast about customizing. You know, I'm a big fan of podcasts. I'm not sure if you are, but I mean, I listen to like Stone Cold's all the time, Joe Rogan. So like for me, I think that too guys talking around talking about what they love is very interesting, and I think we could get into a lot of good conversations about
I know
this
I'd like.
hobby of ours. Yeah, and a lot of hopefully controversial topics like the Storm Collectibles Hulk Hogan, which I never did send you pictures of, but he's actually right over here. He's actually pretty awful, but we can talk about him later. But see, look at
Oh my goodness, that crotch is horrid.
that.
It's
Yeah, it's pretty much
gross.
like just a rubber surround, so I was pretty disappointed by that. But the paint
That
job's
looks a
pretty
little
cool.
juice too.
Yeah, I mean the paint job's really nice, so that counts for something. But
I saw the Kane and Undertaker one, and they just look like fat wrestlers.
yeah, they're a little more stylized. They're like if Hasbro's were blown up to 6 inches, and I don't know if that's a good thing. But yeah, so let's get going about the tournament, I guess. Um,
We
I
have
don't
some amazing, amazing, amazing talent coming in.
yeah, I don't have the list in front of me, but I know with what I've seen so far, everyone seems to be like way more talented than I was expecting at first. And I don't know what I was expecting at first, but I think we're seeing a lot of veteran customizers come out of the woodwork, and some veteran customizers who wanted that competition aspect like we did. So I think I'm really excited to see what everyone turns up.
Our
Um,
veterans and our amateurs. Our amateurs,
that's true.
the work that I've seen from them is quite amazing. I wasn't expecting to be at that level at all, and it's going to be quite a
Yeah,
contest.
that's true. I mean, we had a couple the amateurs that we were like, "Wow, this person's an amateur," because their work is amazing, and yeah, we're really excited. I think we're gonna get actually a very equal contest when the champions of the pros and the champion of the amateurs face off. It's gonna be a lot closer than I think a lot of people expect.
Or the Reaper Cup at $150 from Ringside
We might
Collectibles.
have to get like a belt for the champ. Like,
There you go.
yeah. So I guess a little background towards this Reaper Cup that we were I guess tossing around for a couple weeks, but I think that we see it all the
I
time.
wonder where that name came from.
Yeah, that was not my idea, by the way, just in case you guys think that I'm, very misogynistic or narcissistic. But I did have a ring to it, and Patrick has a huge talent at coming up with ringy, catchy names. Um, and we're both fans of Lucha Underground, so the Cueto Cup made sense. Um, although, did you watch the last episode from last Wednesday?
I watched
Oh,
last episode.
it was amazing. I guess we don't want to spoil that for anyone, but yeah, no, I'm excited. The Reaper Cup, I think that yeah, I don't really know where to go off from here. We're kind of winging this first podcast.
Well, they're pretty amazing trophies. The bottom of it is pure black marble with our inscriptions of the Reaper Cup with either amateur or professional customizer and season 1 champion. And then the custom underground logo actually glows in the dark.
That is really sweet.
But
They look very regal too. Like they look like substantial trophies. I know. I guess we should have got a trophy of that toilet. We could have found one for like the the worst custom of the tournament. We would have been able to award that.
yes, we saw really cool trophies. We went through tons and tons of trophies, sizes, different ones. One of them, of course, was a toilet, and that was pretty funny.
Yeah, I mean, so if you guys dig the design like I do, that's definitely Patrick's credit. He searched all over these different types of trophies, and I think we finally settled on one that was very worthy of our tournament. Plus, we
Not too
could have
big,
the
not
logo.
too small, and good enough that you can put it on your shelf
Yeah,
next to your proud customs. The 6 of them that they'll make? No, 3 of them or 4 of
yeah,
them. How many?
yeah.
4
Four,
throughout the whole tournament. Yep.
four of
All
them,
right.
4 of them.
2 on each side. So make some girls so you can have some valets on each side of the trophy.
Make a Katrina. I want to see a Katrina custom. That'd be really cool. I mean, I'm just starting to get into Diva Customs too, so I've been talking to. Actually, this is a good segue into our third judge, Showstopper Customs. Joey over there has kindly agreed to be our special guest judge, which
Woo!
I'm really stoked for because not only does he do work that I really admire,
Self too.
and his painting is like hand painting is as smooth as my airbrush, if not better, which is insane. We're really psyched to have him, but we were talking back and forth about his sexy star custom and trying to get some tips and pointers for my sexy star custom, which is actually
Coming
Patrick's
in
idea.
next
Patrick's
week.
idea, yeah. So that'll be exciting because
Along with
yeah.
Mac. And who doesn't want a Mac stunner?
Oh man, Willie Mac. Uh, no, yeah, it'll be exciting. I
I'm
guess
gonna have Macwisers after this.
which I've been test fitting a couple cans. I'll have to show you that. I got a cooler as well for him, so he's over there on the corner. But yeah, let's see here. Do we want to talk about the first category that they're going to be customizing or not yet? Should we withhold that?
We have to withhold it
Yeah, let's do
until
that.
the actual contest.
Yeah, let's do that.
Nobody gets this right. Can't start early.
And then yeah, so I guess where do we go from here? I just really wanted to get this out here and open up this dialogue between both of us and the customizing community, our community that we're hoping to build around, which is the Custom Underground. And hopefully,
And also, we're always looking for feedback. If you have
yeah,
suggestions, feedback, anything, we're always available to talk. We listen carefully to everything that's said. We don't always agree, but we do listen and take it under heavy consideration.
and Patrick does a good job at running the Facebook page because he's much more attentive and much more patient than I am. I have a hard time running some of the comments on our Instagram because it seems like everyone and their 12-year-old son is on Instagram, and that's a little crazy. But Patrick, if you guys are dealing with him, you guys are in for a treat because he's much more patient than I am. So hopefully, any more submissions are coming through our Facebook page because it's been 2 awesome ones coming through Instagram and about 3 that I've had to turn down for obvious reasons. So We're
And we are looking for one more amateur and two more pros
there
to
we
be in
go.
this contest. So please sign up today, submit your work, and we will get back to you as fast as we possibly can. We're only two people, but we do work
Yeah.
fast and don't ever sleep. So those are
Yeah, I think that's probably what got me sick. So might be sleeping a lot more from now on. But yeah, no, we're excited. So if you guys know of any customizer that you want to see compete, shout them out, tag them in our posts. Uh, so far, the amount of talent we've had, this isn't going to be a slouch competition. This is like going to be a fierce, and I mean fierce competition. I think this is going to be really exciting. We're hoping to do these podcasts every week, and hopefully having updates on different matchups. So hopefully by this time next week we would be into the tournament at least a couple of days. Hopefully, fingers crossed, and we can kind of break down like some tail of the tapes, kind of like a real fight or a wrestling match, and start kind of anticipating what to see from everyone. I think one of the questions that we do kind of want your guys' input on is when you're posting your customs, are they allowed to post work in progress pictures? At first, I know my thought was like, don't do that, keep it secret. That way, everyone can vote on a fair basis. But since we're not necessarily taking those likes into that big of an account to shift the entire vote towards their favor, I think it would be kind of cool to have them be able to post their updates underneath their brand, because that is what we do want to do at the end of the day too, is bring awareness to a lot of customizers that we didn't even hear of at first, and kind of make stars out of our own promotional customizers.
don't forget to tag the custom
Yeah,
underground. We
there.
appreciate all your love out there.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it'd be really exciting to kind of see be able to talk about, hey, what this guy's working on this week and how kind of this match is shaping up, because if people know who their opponent is, it's going to be a lot of fun to kind of see them try to one up each other. And I think it's going to be a really fair competition. I mean, that we have no biasness in it, and Patrick's been doing a good job at showcasing all of our talent. Um, and there's some customizers out there that I'm like, wow, this is going to be seeing how the matchups play out. These are going to be some close matchups. Yeah, I'm really excited for them. So
Talent level is insane.
yeah, and some people who are like amateurs, they're like, you should probably pro. And
You're
after
saying
this,
amateurs with air quotes, by the
yeah,
way. I mean,
right,
they're pretty good.
right,
They're that good.
yeah, they're so good that after this tournament, they'll probably just be one level playing field, because I think everyone's got just as good of a chance underneath this kind of time frames. And we kind of wanted to emulate one of these like reality TV shows, like where like Ink Master or whatever, you have like 3 hours to complete your task. Obviously we're not crazy, so we know a little more than 3 hours or one episode. But I think we settled on 3 weeks, right? I think
We have settled on 3 weeks. And by the way, that was feedback from you, our fans. So we
absolutely.
appreciate that. Thank you very much.
And we think that's a fair time too, because I mean it's right there to where we don't lose interest in like the fourth week and drag it and all, but it's also taking into account that maybe not everyone has like Amazon Prime and can get their parts within 3 days. Um, so that's fair enough. We're gonna be excited, and hopefully that puts you guys at ease a little bit too, as far as what kind of content or what kind of category are you guys going to have to create in. I know
Also, don't forget, we are the X division of contests. There is no scale. We already have one G.I. Joe customizer signed up. We've talked to people who do Remco. We've talked to people who do LJN. We are looking for everyone out there. If you have a scale that you like, you can use it. We are the X Division World Cup of Customizing Contest.
yeah, absolutely. And I mean, if you do Hasbro's, if you do Jax, like sign up, because we want to see it. I mean, at the end of the day, we're looking at this art form as just that, as an art, and whatever your medium is, whatever you like to use it, because we want everyone to be on their A game, and
They're going to need it.
they're gonna need it. They're gonna need it, because this is gonna be really close. I mean, we've seen some talented Toy Biz customizers, Hasbro customizers. We'd love to have you guys come up, sign up, compete. Um, yeah, where should we go from here? I don't
And
know.
forget to check out Mad Reaper Customs.
Yeah, don't.
All your Lucha Underground
Oh
needs.
man, something uh
Something.
something crazy happened this past couple days when I was sick. It was weird. On eBay someone bought one of my Phoenix customs, and I've been like bed rested, just resting up, and within 3 hours later, and I've had him available for like a week and a half. Someone ordered him from the website too, so I've been spending my weekend creating another green Phoenix. Um, unexpectedly, because the person wouldn't allow me to refund their money or anything. They wanted it, so uh, that's a crazy story for next time. I think we have a lot of weird topics we'll be able to discuss in the future.
And I'm
But
very excited about all those pentagons you're creating.
yeah,
The new glitter look on the mask, the painting on the hands. It's coming along really great.
thank you, thank you. Yeah, I mean yours was the first one where I really went crazy with the gloves, and I'm jealous. I was jealous about both the Pentagon and the Prince Puma because now I'm like, I want to sell my Prince Puma because I want to make one that's more like yours. So that's upsetting for me.
I'm going to
So
buy a Pentagon Darkwing Medium, so
yeah,
get
I'm
going.
actually testing out a Roman Reigns the retro series and seeing if I can't make a Pentagon Dark from his body from like that retro Hasbro type style, which I think would be pretty cool. But
Who are you making with the purple trunks?
Triple H from
Okay, there's Triple
SummerSlam
H.
of '98, I think, was the one where he had the title match against The Rock. This is one of my favorite matches of Triple H, and I can't stand Triple H because he's everywhere. But that figure will be really cool after he's done.
You
Because,
don't want to play the game?
um, yeah, I got some cool glitter paint, so I was like, hey, let's test this out. Also got a Hayabusa in the works. Here's his robe. It's all
Nice.
nice and oriental robe, so that'll be pretty cool. Let's see. Yeah, I got a lot. I got a lot in the plans, or got a lot in the works. I'm fixing up Chris Jericho. I'll be painting up his
It's
tattoos.
a really great time to be a customizer because a lot of people like M&M clothing and
Yeah, Ralph's figure clothing.
Elf figures clothing. Yes, they're just creating all these amazing things, and it's really cool to see. It's like I never knew I needed that, but now I do. Now
Yeah,
I
that's
can do
exactly
that.
it.
Now they got these shirts with the sleeves that they're putting things on, and yeah, it's pretty amazing.
No, it absolutely is. I actually got a robe too for my Four Horsemen set, Ric Flair. Um,
Nice.
the boas are a little insane. Speaking of which, that's another thing that I hate about this Storm Collectibles Hogan, is his boas absolutely suck. I might actually have to paint like one of the Mattel ones black and white because they're pretty awful. They just shed
Yeah,
everywhere.
it looks really kind of out there, and yeah.
I mean, and his bows were out there, but like this is the other thing. His foot is like a ball joint, but it doesn't exactly fit in correctly. So you kind of got this like this very flat ankle heel part for a very medium normal sized boot, and it really bugs me because like Storm Collectibles does some amazing 6 scale figure stuff, and I was really interested to see what they would do with this 6 inch figure. And the paint job's really sweet, the head sculpt's really sweet, but the format of the figure just is awful.
Which is definitely disappointing because we don't have an official release of Hollywood Hogan right now. So I was
Absolutely
really hoping this would be the fill-in, but it does not appear to be that way.
no, and I got their Mortal Kombat series, and those are some amazing figures. They're just I don't know if they were trying to be too much like Mattel or what they were trying to do, but their sculpts are nothing compared to their Mortal Kombat line. So it's interesting because like for the Mortal Kombat line, they don't even have crotches, and it covers it up because of Sub Zero's little flap thingy there. But
Are those actual action figures or are those
yeah,
statues?
those are action figures. Yeah,
Okay.
and they're really cool. Like he's got some like Nakamura-esque hands, and the paint job's just like the Hogan. He got really nice joints, um, really nice painting. Yeah, I mean they're
Sweet.
amazing figures. But what's
Or
crazy
should I
is that
say, two?
what's crazy is that these are like $50, and they're probably about the same quality of the Hogan. They're well produced. Or I don't even know if there's much difference other than the fact that I think it's just a better executed idea. And the Hogans were what, 35? And
They
these
got
arms, I love the arms though.
tattoos.
Like the arms are awesome. Like I wish all of the Mattels had these extra jointed arms, kind of like the old Jack's UFC figures did, because it allows for Hogan to like pose full flexing and everything. So those arms are sweet. I'll give him that. Like the from the torso up, I love it. But yeah.
That's
So
what she said.
yeah, Hogan from the. I guess that's why he won that lawsuit, the Gawker suit. Which is there's a good documentary on that on Netflix, by the way. But I'll be getting off topic. Um, yeah. So I don't know what else we have to cover.
Stay
What else you guys
tuned for
want?
the quest for the Reaper Cup coming to the internet near you.
Yeah, I mean, and I guess like and subscribe to this. This will be on YouTube, I'm assuming, and this will be episode 1, so this should be pretty cool. Yeah, leading up, we'll be able to go through. Yeah, check out the trophy there. Maybe we got to do the video because you guys got to see this trophy. Like, it's perfectly shiny. It looks great. Uh, yeah, I'm
Who's
excited.
in the dark?
It's like turn off the lights. No, I'll have to crop out. I got all my playing cards back there. I'm also a magician, so like I got a bunch of playing cards everywhere. But yeah, so next time, next week we'll have the matchups, and you guys can hopefully start duking it out between each other. And then pros versus amateurs. I mean, at the end here, it's gonna be really exciting. Um, any last words, Patrick?
Tune in for the quest for the Reaper Cup coming to you. We have huge talent with lots and lots of customizing ability. So these matchups are going to be tough, and the judges are going to have a very hard time deciding. And of course, you get a vote too. So like and subscribe to our
Yeah,
pages. Look for the Custom Underground on Facebook pages. Look for the Custom Underground on Facebook groups. And look for us on Instagram
and Twitter.
and Twitter.
And I think that yeah, that's a good point too. Is even if you're not into competing and if you're not a customizer yourself, but you're a fan of customs, like our page because you're going to be seeing some exciting matchups and some crazy head-to-head battle with these customizers.
And who knows, they may even be up for sale for some of these people. So,
Yeah, that's true.
yeah.
That's true. I mean, hey, could you imagine like whichever one wins their championship, how good that custom's going to have to be? I might even try to cop it from them and be like, "Hey, I'm your judge."
But
Let's
we are,
But yeah, no, we're excited. I guess yeah, next week we still need a couple more entrants. We need 3 more. I think it's 3, right?
is
Yeah,
three. We
3
need
more.
one for the pro and two for the rookies or amateurs.
Yeah, rookies, amateurs. We say that loosely.
Amateurs.
And yeah, so if you guys know of anyone, know of your friends, tag us, mention us, share us, get the word out because this is going to be something much more than what I think right now customizing is. I think that for us, the miniature kind of building community, the 6 scale community, the statue collecting community, all have these like really big, legitimate industries built around them, and us customizers here are kind of in a dark corner of all figure customizers as wrestling customizers, but I think that there's a lot of talent here that we can do customs just as well as anyone else can. A lot of Marvel Legend guys that I have a lot of respect for. Um,
We are
Wait
the
till they see
exhibition.
some
There
wars.
are no
Yeah,
scales here, so
Yeah.
Marvel. We have DC. If you want to do LGN, if you want to do Hasbro, Toy Biz, GI Joe, anything, hit us up. Send us some of your pictures. Tell us why you want to be in the contest. Tell
Yeah.
us what you're a pro or amateur, and of course your name, social security number, credit card,
Last
their
four
date of
digits.
birth, mother's maiden name. No, but the first ones of those, please.
Yeah. Plus, what was your name of your first pet? Just in case you have a secret question.
Or random streets that you may have lived on.
Yeah, no, it'll be exciting, and I'm excited. Um, yeah, I think that's about it for our inaugural episode. So we'll be signing off.
This is the Mad Reaper and the Chosen One signing
I like
off.
I like that. That's gonna be that's gonna be our intro and our closing. So I'll stop recording here.